In 1952, November 30th and December 1st were scheduled for public darshan at 10 Tagore Road, New Delhi. A big shamiana was erected outside Mr. Harjivan's residence. Baba's devotees in Delhi and people in general availed themselves of this opportunity to be in Baba's Sehwas in the mornings and in the evenings. During these gatherings, the following two messages from Avtar Meher Baba were given to the public. First message, titled Rituals and Ceremonies.
अभंगाने नुकताच तयार केला. राजा काऊच पांडुरंग नानी पांडुरंग नानी पांडुरंग नानी पांडुरंग नानी जागती पपानी
The diverse rituals and ceremonies of different religions and cults are intended to release divine love, but they mostly bind the soul to the repetitive mechanism of expressive forms. Attachment to the rigid forms of external expressions of love to God not only limits the love itself, but creates separative divisions between one religion and another. Therefore, the rituals and ceremonies often bind the soul to ignorance and illusory separateness and become an obstacle to real illumination. The true spiritual aspirant is therefore more keen about the inner life. Inner life is based on love for God, and it is this love that annihilates all desires, keeping in only one desire and longing, that of union with beloved God. He has no obsessions for expressing his reverence in any set forms. Such obsessions twist the real life. A free soul is never entangled in any of these inessentials and never allows itself to be overpowered by the separative tendencies released by attachment to rituals and ceremonies.
कसा छे 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 धनी साहेब त्या तुकारामानं लई लोकांना याड लावली धनी तो टाळ कुट्या भजन करीत बसला की लोक तिथं जमत्या ती
Second message, titled God and the Universe.
जणू गंगाचा जळ तस केलं म्या निर्माळ तस केलं म्या निर्माळ घर माझ
Ordinary persons are caught up in the universe and its allurements, but the entire universe is nothing but a shadow of God or truth.
झाडाला दोन खंडीदानं पिकत्यात. तितकं झालं तर घर तुमचं आहे, नाहीतर घर इकून शान दोन खंडीदाण्याची भरपाई करायला हवी असं लिहिलंय यामध्ये. होय ना हो? असंच लिहिलंय ना याच्यात? मग हाय कबूल? चूक झाली माझ्या हातून. मग करा तसे.
चतुर्भुज वळती गळामाळ हे रुळती गळामाळ
The masters are always immersed in the joy of union with God and can never be caught up in the mazes of the illusory universe.
आले वैकुंठ पीठ जरा आले वैकुंठ पीठ पांडुरंग हरी जय जय पांडुरंग हरी जय जय पांडुरंग हरी जय जय पांडुरंग हरी जय जय पांडुरंग हरी.
Just as ordinarily we do not pay any attention to shadows, so the masters do not pay any attention to the universe except to divert the attention of humanity from the shadows to the substance.
आम्ही जातो आमच्या गावा आमचा राम राम जावा राम राम जावा आमचा राम राम जावा आम्ही जातो आमच्या गावा आमचा राम राम जावा राम राम जावा आमचा राम राम जावा तुमची आमची हेची भेटी येथून या जन्मती येथून या जन्मतुटी येथून या जन्मती आता असो द्यावी दया तुमच्या लागत से पाया तुमच्या लागत से पाया येतानी यथानी कोणी
In 1952, on December 2nd, a public darshan program was organized at Camp College, Delhi. Dr. Niranjan Singh, who was the principal of Camp College, requested Baba to grace the college with his presence and to bless the students. Baba consented to visit Camp College on December 2nd at 6 p.m. Baba's visit to Camp College was made known to the public through a special notice, gathering numbered more than 2,000 people. The following two messages from Baba were given to the students. First message, titled Soldiers of God. us become the soldiers of God. Let us struggle for the truth. Let us live not for our own selves, but for others. Let us speak truly, think truly, and act truly. Let us be honest as God is infinite honesty. Let us return love for hatred and win over others to God. Let the world know that above everything, the most dear to our hearts is God, the supreme reality. I give you my blessings for the attainment of this truth. Second message titled Spiritual Freedom. India has gained its national freedom. Let us now try to gain our spiritual freedom, beside which every other kind of freedom is a binding. Spiritual freedom is marred by the bindings of lust, power, greed, anger, hatred, jealousy, and low desires. When the prison of these bindings is torn asunder, the heritage of freedom, which is born of infinite power, wisdom, peace, love, and bliss, is gained. To attain this freedom, we must realize God, who is the source of freedom. To realize God, we must love Him, losing ourselves in His infinite self. We can love God through intense longing for union with Him. We can love God by surrendering to the Sadguru, who is God's personal manifestation. We can also love God by loving our fellow men, by giving them happiness at the cost of our own happiness, by rendering them service at the sacrifice of our own interest, and by dedicating our lives at the altar of selfless work for the downtrodden. When we love God intensely through any of these channels, we finally know Him to be our own self. The purpose of life is to realize God within ourselves. This can be done even while attending to our worldly duties, in everyday walks of life, and amidst intense activities. We should feel detached and dedicate our doings to our beloved God. Enough has been done to make people food-minded. They must now be made God-minded. The downtrodden and the poor must be made to understand that from the spiritual point of view, their misfortunes and miseries could be made weapons for the struggle for truth. They should feel that these miseries can be counted as gifts from God, and if faced bravely and cheerfully, can become the gateway of eternal happiness. I give my love and blessings to one and all for the understanding of the one infinite God residing equally within us all, and beside whom everything else is false and illusory. After the reading of these messages, Baba addressed the assembly of pupils. I feel both one with you as well as one of you. The purpose of my coming here will be served if you try to follow the two messages that have been read out to you. At the close of the program, the Silent One stood up and blessed the students. His blessings were received in total silence. In 1952, on December 3rd, in the morning, a public darshan was arranged at Rajendra Nagar, Delhi, which was then one of the colonies for the refugees who had come to India after its partition in 1947. Here Sant Kirpal Singh of Ruhani Satsang welcomed Baba and introduced some of his followers to him. In the evening, Meher Baba visited Delhi University, the Arts Faculty building. This meeting was attended by several distinguished foreigners, including Americans and Chinese, among others. Baba dictated the following message from his board, which was read out on his behalf. The purpose of life is to realize oneness with the infinite. That can be achieved through love for God. Infinite love makes us true to ourselves and to others. It makes us love honestly, comprehending that God Himself is infinite honesty. Divine love is the solution to all our difficulties. It frees us from all cares and worries. It makes us speak truly, think truly, and act truly. Divine love purifies one's heart. I give you my love and blessings. That night, Baba lovers gathered at the railway station to give Baba a hearty send-off. The train, the Pathankot Express, left Delhi at 10 p.m.